I feel like I'm being called to more feminine energy, and I know I'm not the only one. I know that we are deeply intuitive and sensitive women who are attuned to the energetics of our body and of the world. So I want to lean more into that. And oh my gosh, just so many things, you guys. Like, do you know in your bones that you're meant for a life that feels free and expansive? Are you ready for a conscious relationship that honors every facet of who you are as a woman, partner, mama, professional, and everything in between? If so, you're in the right place. I'm Kaya Dawn, a conscious relationship and shadow work guide who helps high achieving, spiritual minded women trust their body's wisdom and create partnerships where they feel just as supported as they are supportive. Lace up those sneakers, babe, and let's go on a hot girl walk together to dish about what it means to be the woman behind it all. All right, my loves, welcome back. I am excited about this episode because it's going to be different than most of my other ones, because I really want to bring you guys behind the scenes of what's going on in my internal world and really embody what it means to be the woman behind it all and the different shifts that I am walking myself through in life and what that means for us moving forward. And so I don't really think there's going to be a whole lot changing per se in regard to this podcast, but I have fully recognized that I haven't been letting my true self be seen. I've been letting the parts of me that feel comfortable to share be seen. I am an open book in general, but there's still so much more that I want to share. And this is part of that process. And I find it really interesting because I don't know if you've been seeing this going around or not on social media, where this year of 2025 is a 9-year in numerology, and it's the year of the snake. And it's all about death and rebirth and shedding and letting go and really having shit hit the fan so that you can let go of what no longer serves you, so that you can then be rebirthed and enter into the year of the horse in 2026, which is a first year. And the year of the horse is all about momentum, strength, endurance, persistence, a fresh start, because it's a 1 year, right? The cycle is ending and we're starting a new one. And I feel this in my bones. This has been a buildup of different things falling away over the last couple of years, but especially this year in 2025, I think we've all been feeling this collective death and rebirth and shift and letting go and just really coming face to face with who we want to be moving forward and what gets to come along with us on that journey. And that is very true for me right now. And like I mentioned before, I recognize that I haven't been letting myself be fully revealed, and that's due to my own feelings of insecurity or shadows of hiding, which I've shared this before, that my seventh gene key in my life's work sphere, so my father archetype, my sun sign, is the seventh gene key. And the repressive aspect of the shadow, the introverted aspect of that shadow, is hiding. And I'm really good at hiding. It's very familiar to me. And I do my best to not hate it, because I know that I can't hate my shadows, because if I do, it's just going to perpetuate. But I recognize that it's been a point of frustration for me. And I really want to start to alchemize that hiding into just being fully revealed. And this is why I called my podcast The Woman Behind It All, because I want to talk to her. I want to talk to you. I want to get into the nitty gritty of who you are behind all of the roles and all of the responsibilities and all of the potential masks that you wear. And so I need to go first. I want to go first. Like, please, Kaya, go first. And so here I am doing it. And a lot of things are starting to shift. And one of those being, I have been waking up at 4 a.m. for years. I know, I'm insane. It's fine. And I honestly love it. I really do. I get to wake up with my fiance, and We do our normal morning routine, and like he's in his own world and I'm in my own world. But I recognize that the energy in the mornings is masculine energy. It's like, I need to be really productive. I need to use this time wisely. I need to get shit done. And there's this pressure. And I have been doing a really great job over the last few months of releasing this pressure and meditating and lighting my sweetgrass and my Palo Santo and going around my house and just like bringing in more feminine fluidity to my morning routine. And releasing that pressure has been really awesome. Yet at the same time, I recognize that I don't create my podcast, which I want to be essentially the top of my funnel, let's call it. Like, I want my podcast to be the thing that drives everything else in my life, in my business. And I can't create a podcast with him sitting right next to me. And sometimes my daughter wakes up super early and all of these things. And so the first thing that is starting to shift, which is where I'm coming from right now talking to you, is I am starting to stay up later after he and my daughter go to sleep. And I am going to be in more of this feminine energy at night that's less pressurized. It's more fluid. It's more open. It's more expressive. It's more creative. It's allowing me the time and space to have alone time, like true alone time. Sure, my daughter might wake up sometimes, but for the most part, once she's out until the middle of the night to where she'll then come and get in my bed. But, anyways, I digress. The nighttime energy to me feels spacious, and it feels like an opportunity to truly be alone and to process and to journal and to create these podcasts and to just have this really sacred space that I feel like I'm being called into. And another thing with waking up at 4 in the morning for however long I've been doing it, a couple of years, which before that it was like 5. So I've been an early riser for a good while. And honestly, I love it, you guys. I'm a morning baby. I'm a sun baby. My middle name is Dawn. I was born in the morning. Like, I love the morning. I love the birds. I love the sun coming up. Yet, also, your girl is getting tired. Hello. Life is a lot. I feel like my body and life have been bringing me towards just softening, a different type of stimulus and habits and behaviors than I've been practicing for years. And this is even coming through in working out and the type of movement that my body wants. And I know that this is also probably just common for women to start to slow down and soften to a degree in regard to the kind of movement that our body is calling us towards. At least this is true for me and what I'm noticing in myself and also in my friends. And I think it just makes sense. And so I think it's this process again of like the snake, right? The 9 year cycle's ending so that new ones can be birthed. And so this is just another aspect of that. I'm being called to more feminine energy, and like, please come into my DMs and expand on this conversation with me. Like, I just really want to conversate about this because I know I'm not the only one. I know that we are deeply intuitive and sensitive women who are attuned to the energetics of our body and of the world. So let's talk about it, please. Come chat with me. So I want to lean more into that. And oh my gosh, just so many things, you guys. Like, it feels so juicy and delicious. And another aspect of this that I'm playing around with that I would love to chat with you more about if you want to imbibe me in this, but I feel being called more into shifting away a bit from Instagram and social media. And I've talked about this before in previous episodes. And I have mixed feelings about it because I do love Instagram and social media as a way to connect with all of you and continue conversations and connect with my friends and all of these things. But in regard to expanding my reach and my impact and being more efficient with my energy, I feel like my podcast is it, you guys. Like, I am a self-projected projector. I am here to use my voice, and Instagram while creating content for it sometimes can be easy, a lot of the times it can take a while. And I just really want to be more efficient with my energy, and I want to be more present with my daughter. And I have also recognized that being on social media and the pressure to show up all the time and like be relevant on stories or put out a post every day so the algorithm favors you, and like all of the sticky bullshit ego stuff that goes along with it. It's just, I don't want to play that game anymore. And I feel like the timing of all of this, again, with it being a 9 year going into 2026, I'm feeling super called to do things differently. And honestly, it's scary because I've been utilizing Instagram for my reach and my impact and my visibility for so long now, yet it hasn't quite created the results that I would want. And I know that I am fully responsible for that. I mean, hello, I basically started this podcast off with talking about my shadow of hiding. You know what I mean? And so it shows up there as well. But I really do feel like it's a call of being more efficient with my energy and present with my family. And my thinking is continuing to put out these 2 podcasts a week, but releasing the pressure of Instagram and kind of shifting my content strategy on there. And again, I don't expect you guys to really give me any advice on this. I'm just inviting you guys behind the curtain and into my inner world, because I see that the pressure that I feel from showing up on Instagram and social media is this aspect that pulls me away from my daughter. And I don't want that. I want to be so present in her life that I'm fucking annoying to her. You know what I mean? Because she's not going to be little forever. And I recognize with that pressure of, like, let's say I don't get a post done early in the morning and then I have to go to my other job. So then I bust out my work, and then my daughter gets out of school and I still haven't done my post for the day. And so I feel all pressurized, and I don't want to play that loop anymore. And it's not every day, but it's still this aspect of the attachment to this being my strategy for my impact and my reach and growing my business. It's like, I want to switch it up. I want to leverage my gifts more, my design more, and I want to release that pressure. And so I don't know for sure exactly to what degree I'm going to fully let go of Instagram, but I'm thinking more that I'm going to just share clips from my podcast. Like, I'm recording this right now on Zoom, and I'm going to use those as content and really just driving people back here, because this is where I want to build trust with you, at least for the most part. I do love building trust on Instagram as well. So it's like this balancing act, but I'm really sharing this with you because I want to really reveal myself of the different patterns that I'm noticing in my life, so that maybe you can notice those patterns in yourself too, right? Like, we're being initiated into a new cycle, into a new year. And what a beautiful time to start to let go of the things that feel icky and sticky to us and start to be more optimized with our energy, with our presence, with our intentions, with our mission, with our outreach, with our visibility, with our impact. And so it's really scary, but it's also very exciting and it feels really good. And on my side, I do have a podcasting program that I am finishing up. It actually ends in less than a week, that I have learned how to really grow my podcast and get more visibility and get more reach. So I'm really going to lean into those strategies as well and just play the long game here and see what happens. And I have also invested in a community of other women that I'm going to lean on for additional support, in addition to my friends and my fiance and myself. And, all of you who listen and download the episodes and show up to support me in the ways that you do, through your ears and through your heart. So thank you so much. I truly, truly do appreciate all of you that listen and tune in and share my episodes on your stories and different things like that, and are just along this journey. And I really want to serve you as best that I can by revealing myself to you, being more open, being more honest, being more vulnerable. I have had a lot of things that I want to talk about come up to the forefront, like so hardcore here recently. Like, am I fucking up my daughter? What is it like to get behind her fifth line projection field? Like, I think I'm playing into her projection field, and I really want to go behind the veil and like really get to know her and how I can nurture more of her nature and really see who she is. Sharing more about the energetics of my fiance and I, and just really telling stories about my life and bringing in the aspects that I'm obsessed about with relationship energetics and human design and gene keys and sacred intimacy and relationship physics and all of those things that I've talked about before, but from a more personal lens. And another thing that I recognize, and it comes with trial and erroring things, right? But I feel like I'm really starting to settle into this podcast and find my own rhythm and find my own way of how I want to show up versus how my podcasting coach has said it should be. And I think there's a lot of great strategy in what she teaches. Yet at the same time, I feel like it's had me wear a mask and create my episodes in a certain way that isn't as authentic to me as I can be. And so you're going to get a lot more candid conversations like this. That's just what I'm saying. And I love that I have tried out her strategy and it's worked in a lot of ways, but I want to be the most authentic version as I can as the woman behind it all on this freaking podcast so that I can truly connect with all of you on the deepest levels. And that's not to say I won't integrate some of the strategies that I'm learning from my coach in future episodes, but I'm just really feeling a call to authenticity and coming home and sharing vulnerably and building trust and sharing stories and really being a full spectrum human on this show. And I hope you appreciate that. And all of this feels relevant to you and also exciting. And I thank you in advance for any support and energy that you send my way, whether that's through an actual DM or a message, or if it's just in your thoughts and you're excited about it and you want to get to know me better and you want to dive deeper into the things that I like to talk about on this podcast because you're here and you're listening and you continue to show up. So thank you again. But yeah, that's all the things that I'm kind of feeling right now and wanted to share with all of you and just kind of set the tone for what's coming next and to also invite you to do the same. Like we are all feeling these collective shifts in our bodies and in our lives. And so, what a beautiful time to start to really take a deeper look at what you're ready to let go of and what you want to continue to carry with you into the future, and also what you want to refine and how you want to lean further into your design. And I'm also really excited because I'm going to start doing mini readings on the show of different people who have said that they would love to do a mini reading and just going over their human design and gene keys just to give you guys further insight on how you can start to unpack your designs and start to embody yourself according to that and feel so liberated and feel so validated and feel more fully expressed in the person that you've always been, and that you get to lean more into her day in and day out and see what that creates in your life, because I promise you it's fucking magical. It's very exciting. So this is all I have for you today. It's just like a quick and dirty behind the scenes look of what I've been experiencing, what I've been going through, what you can expect moving forward. And I hope you're excited about it. So I love you all so much. Thanks for popping in with me today, and come into my DMs on Instagram and let me know what you think about all this. I would love to connect with you there, but I will be catching you again soon. But in between now and then, as always, be brave, not perfect, and I'll catch you then. I hope this episode reminded you that life and love are supposed to feel safe and expansive, and gave you clarity on the next right step you can take in your relationship. If so, please take 30 seconds to leave a review. Each one helps get this content into the ears and hearts of women just like you. I'm excited to hang out again soon, having more conversations on how to create the relationships you've always dreamed of. Keep following what feels expansive, babe. You're so worthy of it all.